Hi, it's Ray, and welcome back to the channel. Great to have you here today. We're going to talk about buying your first guitar and how you should do that, or how you should go about doing that. Or if you're buying for a child, or your child, or what have you, how should you go about doing that? Well, first of all, this you have to consider if you want to play because you're serious about playing, and how deep do you want to go into it? I mean, is your goal just to learn how to be, a person that likes to strum at home? Or do you want to join a garage band? Or do you want to get super serious and be in a cover band that plays a lot? You got to start somewhere. And usually that means starting with, half decent equipment. Don't go the route I did, which was starting off with the cheapest, crappiest thing you could get. And, I'm not disparaging that. Obviously, parents that don't understand, musical instruments will usually opt for the cheaper option because, you don't know if your kid's going to be following through. Young kids are pretty fickle. They have attention spans of a flea. So, yeah, I don't blame them for that. But, if you determine that your child or yourself, seriously want to play, but, maybe you don't want to invest a ton of money, I don't blame you. So maybe a good place to start is this. Go into your local music store, your guitar store, what have you, and those places are filled with very knowledgeable professional people. And they understand, after, a few questions about your capabilities and what your intentions are, they'll steer you in the right direction. So whether that's an acoustic guitar or it's an electric guitar, they will basically fit you with the right instrument. And this is what I mean. For example, if you're a golfer and you're learning how to golf, you're not going to go out and buy top of the line equipment. But, you should buy something that's decent, that, when you connect with the ball, you're going to get some yardage, and a good shot's going to make you feel good, right? And, you've got to have something that's substantial. Or if you're a tennis player, you want to make sure you're getting a racket that's got good tension on the strings, so you'll be able to return that shot. Again, you don't have to go for the ultimate graphite shaft thing available on the market, but you want something that is pretty adequate, that's going to give you good results. So it's the same with guitars. For example, if you're looking at acoustic guitars, there's obviously all kinds of different guitars, and certainly a zillion manufacturers that make pretty good products nowadays. So I guess deciding on going into a music store and trying out a few. And you want to get one that kind of fits your hand in terms of the fretboard. You want to decide what kind of strings that you want to be able to play on it. For example, nylon strings are easier to press down than steel strings. Also, you want to make sure the action on the fretboard, that means the space between where the strings sit on top of the fretboard, they're fairly low, so you're not having to press down from great heights, because that will really hurt your fingers. And once you've got something that fits right in your hand and you like the tone of it, it sounds great, and the price is good, hey, go for it. Why not? In the case of a child, there are guitars that you can get that are a little more customized for smaller hands, so they can get their hands around a fretboard and or on the neck, and can enjoy banging around on that thing for a while. So the whole thing about guitar playing is to make it enjoyable. If you start off with a half decent, guitar, you're going to want to kind of stick to it and be enthusiastic about it. There's nothing worse than having equipment that doesn't perform to your expectations, because then you'll lose interest and that'll go by the wayside. So that's my recommendation for today. Go talk to a pro, or if you got a really good friend that's a guitar player, they can go with you, and between the two of you, you can figure that out. And or maybe Uncle Bill has a hand-me-down guitar that would be just perfect. Well, hey, bonus, didn't cost you any money. So go for that. In any event, just pick up a guitar and play your little heart out and enjoy. We'll see you next time. Thank you.